To the story on Monday morning where Koku, for those who do not know, Koku was married to Daddy Marto for over 10 years. They have had 3 kids together, 3 boys. And recently, Koku called it quits on social media after revealing that Daddy Marto had been cheating on her for the longest time. And of course, she came with receipts. So apparently, Daddy Marto came with a side chick for the same apartment they stay. They just booked a different house. And of course, Koku was in the kitchen, and in the balcony, she happened to see, wait a minute, is that not my man?
Okay.
With another woman? What a wild way to find out.
What a wild way to find out. Like hata aku struggle, walijileta tu kwake.
Yeah, but, and then I think for me, it was the revelations that came after the cheating, because Koku said, she's been jobless for quite a while, and the reason as why she's been jobless is because she's been
Supporting
daddy and, you know, raising these 3 kids while the man goes out to hustle. She's the one taking care of the kids. Apparently, Koku is an engineer, but she had to sacrifice her career just for her marriage to work. So Koku apparently has an internship which she does online, and she was being paid 26,000. So apparently, Daddy Marto has been saying, hii 26,000 juu unaishi kwa hii nyumba, pia wewe ulipe rent na uchangie chakula.
Na watoto watatu. Daddy Marto. Kwanza jina yake ni nani? Hiyo Daddy Marto.
What's with the daddy?
What's with the daddy? That's the question. What's, you know, anasema this lady, she married this lady within 12 days.
Yeah.
Proposal, married.
God.
Kids wakaingia. I understand walikuwa nasema the first baby was planned, lakini wale wengine wamekuwa oops babies. But sasa, you know, they hate that season when you start hating your wife. Koku has been in that season for the longest.
Yeah.
Right now, ukiingia pale TikTok, you see videos zao za kitambo, the ones that the sit down videos, and you can just clearly see that, you know, the red flags were there.
Yeah.
Ni venye yeye kwa anaona, or maybe she was just trying to mend her marriage, because even one of the screenshots that we saw online, walikuwa anasema that Daddy Marto alikuwa anamwambia, you know, wewe unataka this marriage sana more than I do. If imagine a man ashakwambia you want this marriage so much than I do, you're still there, you're still clinging on to hope. Lakini we cannot blame 2 people who have, you know, slept together.
Yeah, and I think when a man hates you, he makes sure you know, because to be honest, I think it was very unfair of Daddy Marto.
It was.
It's okay you're cheating, but do you have to do it on my face?
Yes.
And I think this woman has endured so much, to the point where she said when she confronted Marto about this and went to knock on the door, where of course she saw that Daddy Marto was entering with another babe, Daddy Marto came out screaming and started hitting her. So it's also a case of violence, you know. So I just feel bad for her, because 10 years, unajua that was her prime.
Wasted like that.
10 years is a lot.
Yeah,
and I think building with a man is one thing I do not agree to. Unfortunately, in this day and age, times have changed. I think kitambo it was possible to build with a man from scratch, but right now you build with a man from scratch, and then akifika pale juu anakuonesha
granite. Unasikia bansi?
Granite. Tell us, what do you think?
Yeah, kuna venye pia mimi na agree, because hata mimi siwezi taka at this time when I'm building myself nikuwe na mtu. For me, trust me, mimi nakuaga stress.
Wewe ni stress?
Hakuna kitu nachukia kama kusota ukiwa na babe. That's the worst. Hiyo inakupega tu pressure ya bure. Sasa unakaga unamwangalia unashindwa, sasa unafanya nini hapa? Twende tu kwenye.
Granite.
Na si ati nikutaka, it's because you're broke na kuna mtu hapa, you know, uko na ile like una feel nafaa kumwangalia. Sasa hiyo ni pressure tupu. Sasa for me, hata mimi na agree na Bansi, hata mimi siwezi taka ati niko na mtu time yenye najibuild. Acha nijibuild, nikipata pesa ndakuja kuwatafuta.
Unajua Granite amesema ni ukweli, kuna kuangana ile season, that season when you start hating your girlfriend. Amesema atakuwa anakuona hapa na shanga tu.
Na huyu alitoka wapi? And I think let me tell you, people date within their financial range, and when a man is dating you when you're down, akipata do, you're no longer his type. I'm sorry, but yeah.
So upate mtu wako huko.
Upate mtu wako huko juu, you are sure I am your type.
Unaonaje akupatia granite?
Watu wapatanie huko juu. Roho safi tu.
Speaking of still Daddy Marto, hata baba yake akajoin the chat. What is happening?
So I don't know, but Daddy Marto's dad now joined in the conversation, now started sending messages to Koku like, why would you embarrass us like that? Why would you embarrass your husband like that? And just throwing names. So Koku revealed that the dad is actually a deadbeat, that for the better part of the life of Marto, that man has not even been around. Like, he just recently started showing up. And I mean, even as a dad, do you take the social media way? Do you take the direction of just going to abuse your in-law, or do you just call them together? Because you should be the bigger person. You should be the one telling these kids,
He wasn't at their wedding even.
I think that concludes this. That concludes the statement. But I think
it's messy.
It's all healing for Koku. I really feel for her. I wouldn't say I've been in the same situation, but I really feel for Koku, and I hope she heals, and I hope she gets all the endorsements she can. I hope her baking business and her cooking business goes well.
She'll thrive for sure. She's not Kenyan. She's Uganda.
Yeah, she's half Kenyan, half Ugandan.
Okay. She'll thrive for sure.
For sure. Tusonge mbele.
Jana. You know, a lot has been happening in this country. Tumeongelelea killings, tumeongelea maandamano. Yani, we are speaking about matters of national importance. Alafu Ruth K na Mulamwah wanaamua nini? Wanaamua unite the nation. Like, katikati ya important things. What is wrong with these people? Oh, nirudishie meno. Oh, I gave you 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Let's just begin from the genesis of this story, because Mulamwah was, first of all, Mulamwah started by dating Carol Soni. They had one child together, a girl. Then they broke up, and then a few months later, we saw him pop out with Ruth K as bestie. You know, she's an artist, I'm managing her. I think paka Ruth akatoa ngoma, and then it was bestie, chubui, mararo rasho, and finally they got a kid. Now I think, of course, relationship was equals ups and downs, but this one, it looks like the ups were really ups and the downs were extremely down, because yesterday, I think they called their relationship quits a month ago, but yesterday Mulamwah posted something on social media akisema, oh, ulichochana mabeshte, you ruined your own marriage. And I think at the end of that long statement, he said, na by the way, nirudishie meno yangu. For someone who doesn't know, when Mulamwah met Ruth K, I think she had problem with her front teeth, but I think Mulamwah fixed it. So lakini juu ameachana, amesema, we, bro, my teeth,
I want it back.
They're saying that Ruth is teethless. Ama Mulamwah is ruthless. And Ruth is teethless. But yeah, Ruth akatoa meno na pliers. Akasema meno ndio hii, nimerudisha. I'll get another set from another dental clinic. Now this is the funny part of the story, because the person who installed the fake teeth on Ruth K's teeth said that Mulamwah didn't pay a dime. It was an advertisement. So unaweza itisha meno ya advertisement.
Oh my God.
But anyway, the back and forth was so crazy. Mulamwah started leaking nudes on social media. Nudes Ruth K, of course, their private business. Akatumia wazazi. And it got so messy. A lot of celebrities intervened. Celebrity Bahati aliandika po a long statement. Akewa advice. Flacco also talked about it. Said that relationships that you see on social media are so fake. Nothing is true. Of course, Flacco, Bahati talked about it. The Pluto talked about it. And these are people who have actually been on open relationships and open breakups. But I think it's quite sad, the direction that... I know Mulamwah is my friend, but it's quite sad that the direction that Mulamwah decided to take, I don't support it. I don't agree to it. Because I think... human beings are creatures of pattern, and I say that and I'll say it again. He did the same thing to Carol, and now it's worse to
Ruth.
I don't know. What do you think about this story?
First of all, what I think is tell your friend that he's out of order.
Extremely out of order.
Ebuske granite to their friends.
He's someone I have hosted in the industry for a while. Mpaka tukakuwa friends of the industry. No friends of the industry.
Nyinyi wacheni. But now sasa nimeona Ruth ametoa hiyo meno. Wasn't it painful? Let's start there.
It was not painful. It was actually a partnership with a dental organization.
Hiyo kitu ametoa, I've seen blood.
Yeah, ametoa hiyo meno yenye aliekwa.
Si uchungu?
Exactly. I'm like, kwanza na pliers.
How
Don't
far
joke
they
with that
have to
girl,
go? How far do they
because-
have to? And then, you know, posting nudes, yake na ya Mulamwah on their child's page. I saw somebody say on Twitter that mtoto atakuwa anaambia mtu kitu in future anatolewa nudes za wazazi.
I know. It's unfair.
You know, sasa trauma mnaekea mtoto sababu you people don't want to be mature enough. And somebody said that whatever Mulamwah was doing, it's narcissistic behaviors. Ruth posted a photo, of course, of her and their son. Mulamwah took a screenshot of that post and then posted it to trigger Ruth. Then Ruth was triggered, and then now, you know, Mulamwah akasema, oh, mission achieved, mission accomplished. Let me now attack at midnight. Because alipost akasema 9 p.m. is 9 p.m. And we saw wonders, honestly.
Granite, you're awfully quiet.
It's because first of all hiyo ya Mulamwah kupost nudes zenye mko nazo wewe na mtu wako, for me that is very shameful, man. Hiyo mimi na disagree, especially juu kuna mtoi. Mi nakoga na hii nasemaga, no matter how messy the relationship is, si lazima ati relationship ikuwe perfect, but no matter how messy it is, kumbuka kuna ule mtoi me bring up mkiwa wawili. Kuna time itafika ataingia social media nini na kuna mtu atamrushia yeye, huyu ni mamako, huyu ni babako, unaona? Umeingiza mtu into a situation that haiwezi recover, jo utakuwa like, yo, difference ya mzazi wangu na wale wa hakuna wote wako online.
And I think the truth is that the internet never forgets.
Exactly.
It might forget for a minute, but it never forgets. At some point, the internet is definitely going to pull out receipts. And I think, if anything, Mulamwah owes his son respect, because going ahead to post those nudes on the son's Instagram page, I mean, was it not a bit much?
Huyo rafiki yako sijui ni utamuongelesha ama mtabia rafiki zenu
ameongelesha,
because that is the bottom of the barrel petty.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that is pettiness that is out of this world. For the time I've been on social media, I've never seen a man as petty as we've seen. And I asked on social media, is he okay? Like, kila kitu iko sawa huko juu. Because you just wake up one day and say, and alafu anaambia Carolson is sorry. For what?
Does he want Carolson to take him back or what?
Most likely.
Anyway, I think they say when you're angry, it's important to log out of social media. Just go out, cool off, do your thing, and then I'll maybe come back and do your thing. But it's just don't air your dirty laundry kwa mtandao, because it's going to be coming back to haunt you, and that's for sure. But anyway, I hope they both find peace. There's some things I don't think you can resolve like such, but I just hope they both find peace. That's all I can say.
Hapo washachoma. Hapo imeharibika kabisa. The internet hate is an investment. It will come back. Okay.
For sure.
Let's go back to music. DJ Granite, wacha tukurushie manake it's hot in here.
Yeah.
Tushaskia. What that please?